You know, there's so many Jimmy Hayes stories because I didn't see him all that often, and every time I did, we just go right at each other. But one that stood out, it's after he was no longer in the NHL anymore, and after all our like goalie challenge back and forth and stuff. And we're at the chicken box, and I don't know if I was late to the conversation or what, but I heard him talk. He's like, yeah, I just want a job as a janitor. Like Jimmy the janitor. That'd be such a great ring. It'd be such a fun thing to do. For some reason, I thought he meant he wanted to be the janitor at Barstool. He's like, I love it, Jimmy. They're like, yeah, come be the janitor. Are you serious? We'll sell a ton of Jimmy the janitor shirts. He's like, no. I was talking about latching on to another NHL team and just being the guy around the net that gets garbage goals and everyone would call me Jimmy the janitor. So I'm like, oh, I thought you might be the janitor at Barstool. Takes a second, looks at me, he's like, you know what? That'd be pretty cool too. Like dead serious, only in a Jimmy Hayes way, where I just basically said I thought he wanted to be the janitor at my company. He's talking about playing in an NHL pro sport. I don't know, every time you talk to him, like he just is so self-deprecating, funny, at ease, and every time you had a story like that. But yeah, he was a 1 in a million guy, that's for sure.
Hey guys, Brendan Walsh. The most endearing memory I have of Jimmy, I was coaching out in the Select 17 camp. A camp made up of all future NHLers, including Jimmy, and we were all flying back. And on the plane, Jimmy and his group of friends were all sitting up, and teammates were sitting up about 4 or 5 seats ahead of me. And this mom comes in late onto the plane. She's trying to get the kids settled. She's got 5 kids under 10. Everyone's in complete meltdown mode. The kids are screaming and crying. Jimmy just walks over to her, grabs the like 18-month-old and a 4-year-old, brings them back. The mom is just like, Jesus, thank you. And Jimmy just plays with the kids, consoles them, cajoles them, makes them feel comfortable, introduces them to his crew. The rest of the flight, it's Jimmy with an 18-month on his lap and a 4-year-old on his other lap while he's talking hockey and playing cards with the guys. It was incredible. It speaks to his character. It just speaks to where he's from, his upbringing, his family. Just an incredible soul.
Hey, what's up? It's Jack Eichel. I just want to tell a quick story about a weekend back in 2016 on Nantucket for Fugawi. We had a heck of a crew. Jimmy, Kevin. I just remember how much fun we had. It was one of those weekends where you never stopped laughing, and it was an incredible weekend, and one that I'll never forget.
Hey guys, Torrey Krug here. Some of my favorite Jimmy Hayes memories are back when we were teammates with the Boston Bruins. We would always sign up together for the children's hospital visits, and on Halloween we dressed up in goofy costumes, one year as the Minions, and then in Christmas time we dressed up in Santa outfits and also elf outfits. These are some of my favorite moments because we could walk into a room and it'd be hard for me to have a conversation or for someone else to spit out words and what is typically a tough situation. But Jimmy's genuine ability to walk in and just light up the room, make a kid smile. He's also known for his dabbing ability. He'd walk into a hospital room in a Minion outfit and throw a dab out there, and it just made everyone laugh. And he's just so genuine, so pure, so happy, and so loved.
Hey, this is Keith Handel. Just want to tell a quick little story about Jimmy. So there's a sushi place in Milton where we live that we all go to. All the Hayeses go there. Jimmy's been a sushi guy for longer than anyone else, probably since he was 14, 15 years old, eating sushi. And I remember the first time sitting down with him having sushi. He was probably 20 years old, 21. He asked for the training wheels for the chopsticks, which they give to 4, 5, 6-year-old kids to put on their chopsticks so they know how to use the chopsticks. And I remember looking at Jimmy, I'm like, dude, you're 21 years old, you've been eating sushi longer than anyone else I know, you got to figure this out. And till this day, I still never saw him get off the training wheels. It's kind of one of those things where he embraced it, he loved it, and every time he asked for the training wheels, it was kind of, we had a good laugh about it, and it was always funny to do it.
Hey guys, it's Vince Trocheck from the Carolina Hurricanes.
My favorite story about the time that I spent with Jimmy Hayes in Florida, I'll never forget it. I remember one day we had a game, went to the rink in the morning that day. That specific night, Jimmy wasn't playing. He wasn't in the lineup. Looked at the board. Didn't let it faze him one bit. Jimmy was the most positive human being on the planet, even when things weren't going his way.
Hi, this is Nate Thompson. But it was one of those things, you meet Jimmy, and it was kind of like known him for years. That family, Jimmy, obviously, especially, whenever you were around him, you just felt included in everything. And when I was with him that night for the first time, and with him and Kevin, it felt like we know each other for years, and you could see that's the kind of impact he had on everybody. So he was a special guy.
Jimmy was a special guy. He was a special friend. He loved to laugh. He always wanted to make people around him happy. He loved his wife. He loved his family. He loved his children. That's the type of guy he was. There are certain guys, there are certain people that come across in your life, and they impact you in a way where you just want to be with that person. You want to spend time with that person. They make you feel good. And that's who Jimmy was. That's the type of guy he was. I loved hanging out with him.
Hey guys, it's Scotty Upshaw from the Missing Curfew podcast here. It's been a rough week. We lost our boy Jimmy Hayes. I just want to share, Jimmy Hayes he's the man. If you ever met Jimmy and you ever sat in a room with the guy, you laughed and you got to tell stories. You got to listen to more stories than you told, because he likes to talk. Obi, Jimmy, and I, we really had fun doing what you guys do. And, it feels like you're in a locker room. Jimmy Hayes' life was like he was putting skates on, shooting pucks, and having fun with his buddies. Broadway, he was one hell of a guy. And what we saw in Dorchester today was really special. I'm honored to be at his memorial. I was honored to hear Kevin and Kristen talk about him today, and we're going to miss him. So, Jimmy, may your soul rest in peace, brother, and we miss you.
First time I met Jimmy Hayes, I walked into the New Jersey locker room. I put my bag down, and the 6'5" skinny redhead kid was around a bunch of guys on the team, and he was telling stories, and everyone was laughing. And I first introduced myself. I said, I'm Patrick Maroon. He's like, hey, I'm Broadway. From right then and there, I knew this guy was going to be funny, positive energy in the room, guys that everyone looks up to. For me, this is difficult. I don't know how this is going to sound, but I was going through a lot. I had some injuries. I was going through some hard times, some personal problems at the time, and Jimmy kind of took me in, and I watched his work ethic every single day, his positive attitude every single day, how he interacted with young guys, older guys, how he brought himself to the rink every single day. And that's something that stuck with me through my career since I played with him. And I've brought that energy, that positivity, that funny, that goofiness, never having a bad day. We didn't leave each other's side. Having my wife, Francesca, meeting him for the first time. The story that really means a lot to me is how he changed me. My negative energy, being positive, being smiling, working hard, bringing people together, bringing the team together, and just having that very good energy. And that's why people gravitate to Jimmy, and that's why I gravitated to him. And I brought that fun personality with me. So Jimmy, I can't thank you enough for changing my life, brother. You really did. The way I look at things, the way I approach things in the locker room now, my teammates, you've really put an impact on me and my wife. So, Jimmy, wish you were still here, man. We're going to miss you. I'm going to miss you. And rest easy, Broadway. I love you, man.
An American soldier. I'm an American soldier.